agree with what I just said? That's because you know Arabic. Every baby is born on the inclination of being, number one, obedient, surrendering, peaceful, sincere. No baby is born knowing how to lie. Did you know that? That's something that's acquired as they get exposed to the rest of us. Babies are not born with this inclination toward lying and cheating and stealing and hurting other people. Never. That's why the phrase, how famous is this phrase? Do you know I found it in almost every society on the planet, that in their language they have a phrase that means something like this: innocent as a newborn baby. And this is what we have in Islam as well, isn't it? So now that we got this idea that all of us are really seeking after something, when it comes to a belief system, some of us don't need any proof. We're just going to accept what we grew up with. We heard mom and dad say it, that's good enough. We went to the church, went to the temple, went to wherever. We heard blackety, blackety, blah, blah, and that's it. I buy it. That's good. It's good. It works for the family. It works for the society I'm in. I really don't care. Just leave me alone. That's what most of us do. Most of the world does that. If you're in India, most of them are Hindu. When I was in Japan, almost everybody there is what? You don't know? Buddhist. And when you're in America, almost everybody's Christian, or sorta, kinda. Some will divide it up and say Protestant and Catholic. The Protestants will divide it up and more than that, and etc. But still, it comes down to what you grow up with. For the most part, what you grow up with. And then when you get married, there's going to be a compromise, because if they're not both from the same religious background, somebody's going to give and take on back and forth, or just give it up altogether. But they're not really seeing this as the total solution. Now, there is one exception to this. But let me explain the meaning of a word before I give you the word. Most belief systems have a name, a nomenclature that comes on it that you can identify it right away. So much so, and I use this little joke or story to share with, especially when I'm in Texas or Arkansas, for that matter, because we understand this. Two guys meet each other in the airport over in Europe, right? And they're sitting there waiting for a plane. They notice, well, they look kind of alike. Well, the guy said, so where are you from? He said, I'm from the United States. He said, me too. Yeah, where do you live? Texas. Hey, me too. Yeah, grew up in Dallas. Hey, me too. Yeah? So, what religion are you? I'm a Christian. Yeah, me too. So, Protestant or Catholic? Protestant. Yeah, me too. Yeah. So, which kind? Baptist. Ah, me too. Oh, good. Okay. So you Southern Baptist or Northern Conference? Dallas, man, Southern Conference. Yeah, me too. Me too. So which church in Dallas you used to go to? First Baptist downtown. Hey, me too. Yeah? Yeah. So did you sit in the front or the back of the church? Said, I sat in the front. Said, me too. On the right or the left side? On the left. Oh, you're one of those. I think you get the idea behind it. This is an inclination that human beings have to try to compartmentalize, divide each other up, so that somehow you're not with me and I'm not with you. And it's kind of sad. It really is. But to come back to what I'm saying about these labels, if we take these labels and analyze them, we'll notice that Buddhism is named after a person named Buddha. Hindu is named after a place, Hindustan, which is what's India. We're mispronouncing Hinda, India. That's actually what it was. Judaism is named after only one of the children of Jacob, Judah. The Judists, if you will, Judaism, the Jews from the tribe of Judah. Christianity, how many in here don't know what Christianity is named after? Christianity is named after an action, something you do. How many of you didn't know that? It's something you do. Christos. What is Christos? Anybody knows what's Christos? You're going to be shocked when I show you the motion. Christos. How many of you don't think I'm right? How many think I'm wrong? Come on, don't be afraid. We're Muslims. Nothing to be afraid of. Now, why I said it? Because Christ is a mispronunciation of a Greek word, Koine Greek, Christos. And Jesus was actually called Messiah. Messiah. Right or wrong? Okay. And we mispronounce it in English, Messiah, like we do everything else in English. But not Messiah, it's Messiah. It's a Hebrew word. It's also Arabic, Messiah. Can somebody show me, demonstrate with your hands what is Messiah? Somebody show me. What is Messiah? Yeah, you did it. Yeah. This is Messiah. Yes or no? So what does this have to do with Jesus? Anybody know? Okay. He was the one that was predicted in the Old Testament, in the Torah. He was the one who was the Messiah, right? And what did that mean? Now go back to read about Talut. You know who's Talut? He's called Saul. He's called Saul in the Bible, but Talut is his name in the Hebrew. He was the first king of the Jews. You can read about him in the Old Testament. And Paul has the same name in the New Testament, but it's not the same guy, many years later. So Saul was the first of the king of the Jews. And when they appointed him and put him in that place, God actually appointed him, there was a ceremony that was done publicly, and they always did that for the kings. And that was that they would take the olive oil and dip their fingers into the olive oil and wipe the forehead, and that was now, this is our king from this point forward. So that's where this Messiah is, Messiah, the one who has been wiped. That's literally what it means. It's not a magical name. Messiah doesn't mean he came down from heaven with a bunch of angels. Although we know that the Messiah, Jesus, will do that when he comes back. He will come down with angels, but that's not what the word meant. The word means wiped. Now, don't you feel educated? Huh? Yeah, you could probably find that on a box of Cracker Jacks or something on the back, trivia that nobody cares about. But just, I like to share that so we have a more common ground of understanding. Because now I want to give you this. Think about it. If all these religions we're talking about are named after a person, a place, or a thing, doesn't it make sense that these are some way or another human-defined religions? Do you understand it? We humans are defining these religions. Do you follow me? Man-made. Now, if you said, no, I'm telling you, this is how we have defined them. The Christianity today is not the Christianity it was 100 years ago, nor is it what it was 1,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago. The same is true of all the religions except what? And now, again, let's define a word. In the New Testament, we find a prayer, a beautiful prayer taught in 2 of the Gospels that teaches the people what to say. It's being taught to them by the Messiah Jesus, telling them, when ye pray, pray thus. They use the term Abba. We don't use Abba. We don't use this term. We will say Rabbi. We'll say that. My Lord, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Sacred is your name. Al-Quds. Your kingdom come. Your will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. I'll just wrap it up with this.